The Mathani Mystery, a number puzzle with a Quranic twist. Imagine finding a secret code that mixes numbers, a mysterious word, and a hint from the Quran. That's exactly what we have with this intriguing sequence. 163rd Mathani equal sign, Ayat Mathani equal sign, Surah 15, Ayat 87 word 3 equal sign 7 Mathani equal sign 15873, x 7x7 Mathani equal sign 777777 equal sign Mathani. It's like a treasure map where numbers like 15873 and 777777 dance with a Quranic word, Mathani, from Surah Al-Hijr, 1587. What does it all mean? Is Mathani a number, a clue, or something divine? Grab a cup of tea and let's dive into this puzzle with wide-eyed wonder, unraveling it step by step in a way anyone can enjoy. No math degree or Quranic expertise needed. What's Mathani? A clue from the Quran. Our puzzle starts with a special word, Mathani. It comes from a verse in the Quran, Surah Al-Hijr, 1587, which says, "And we have certainly given you, O Muhammad, 7 of the often repeated Mathani and the great Quran." In Arabic, Mathani means pairs, or things repeated, like a song you can't stop humming. Many believe it refers to Surah Al-Fatiha, the Quran's opening chapter with 7 verses that Muslims recite in every prayer. It's called oft repeated, because those verses echo in hearts daily. But here's where it gets fun. Our sequence suggests Mathani might also be a number or a pattern, like a secret code hidden in fractions and multiplications. The verse mentions 7, the Arabic word saban, and our sequence is packed with 7s, think 7 Mathani, 7x7, and 777777. Could Mathani be a bridge between the Quran's words and a numerical riddle? Let's explore each part of the sequence, treating it like a detective game where every clue brings us closer to the treasure. Step 1. The fraction 163rd and Mathani. The sequence kicks off with 163rd Mathani. Picture dividing a pizza into 63 equal slices and taking just one. That's 163rd. In decimal form it's frac 163, equal sign 0.0158730158873 L dots. Notice the pattern, 0158873 keeps repeating like a catchy tune. This repeating block of 6 digits is our first clue. The sequence says 163rd Mathani equal sign Ayat Mathani, suggesting Mathani might be linked to this fraction or its repeating digits, 015873. Since Ayat Mathani points to the 7 verses of Al-Fatiha, maybe 163rd is a numerical way to say repetition, just like those oft-repeated verses. Let's try a simple idea. What if Mathani is just 1, like a single unit? Then 163rd times 1 equals 1 divided 63, that keeps us at 163rd, which fits but feels too simple. What if Mathani is the repeating block, 015873 or 15873 without the leading 0? We'll test this later when we hit the big numbers. For now, think of 163rd as a loop, like a merry-go-round that spins the same 6 digits forever. Step 2, connecting to the Quran's verse next. The sequence links Ayat Mathani to Surah 15 Ayat 87 word 3. The Quran's Surah Al-Hijr, 1587, in Arabic is Walakad atainaka saban min al-Mathani wa al-Qurana al-Azima. Let's count the words Walakad and indeed atainaka. We have given you saban, 7 min of al-Mathani, the Mathani, wa al-Qurana, and the Quran, al-Azima, the great. The third word, saban, means 7. The sequence says this equals 7 Mathani. If Mathani is 1, 7 times 1 equals sign 7. That works perfectly, 7 is 7. But since Mathani is tied to repetition, let's consider if it's the repeating block 015873 from 163rd. 7 times 015873 equals sign 111111. This gives us 111111, a number that pops up later, so let's keep both ideas in mind. Mathani could be 1, simple and clean, or something tied to 15873 and the fractions loop. Step 3. The big leap to 15873 and 7s. Now things get wild. 7 Mathani equal, sign 15873, x7x7 Mathani. The number 15873 looks familiar. It's the repeating block of 163rd, 015873 without the 0. Let's do the math. 15873 times 7 equals sign 11111111111 times 7 equals sign 777777. Wow, 777777. That's 67s, like hitting the jackpot in a number game. If Mathani is 1, 15873 times 7 times 1 equals sign 77777777 times 1 equals sign 7. but 7 doesn't equal 777777, so this is a puzzle piece that doesn't quite fit yet. What if Mathani is 15873? 7 times 15873 equals sign 111111587. 3 times 7 times 7 times 15873 equals sign 777777. 7 times 15873. That's a huge number, not 777777. Maybe Mathani is about the pattern, not a single number. The 777777 feels special, like a sparkling clue pointing to the Quran's love for the number 7. Think 7 heavens, 7 verses of Al-Fatiha, or even 7 days in a week. Step 4, 777777, and the Mathani loop. The sequence ends with 777777 equal sign Mathani. This is like the puzzle's grand finale, where 777777, a string of 6 7s, might be Mathani itself, or the whole pattern coming full circle. If Mathani is 777777, the sequence loops back, suggesting repetition, just like the Quranic term. Let's check how 777777 connects to 15873, frac 777777 equal sign 111111 frac 111117 equal sign 15873. That's our number from 163rd's repeating decimal. It's like the sequence is telling a story. Start with 163rd, multiply its key number, 15873, by 7 twice, get 777777, and call it Mathani to show everything repeats. The secret of digital roots, a fun number trick. Some parts of the sequence, like jumping from 7 to 777777, feel like a magic trick. Let's try a fun math game called Digital Roots, where you add a number's digits until you get a single digit. For 15873, 1 plus 5 plus 8 plus 7 plus 3 equals 24, then 2 plus 4 equals 6. For 1111111, 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 equals 6. For 777777, 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7 equals 42, then 4 plus 2 equals 6. Every number in the sequence lands on 6. This is like finding a hidden signature. Compare this to 1/7 from our earlier puzzles, where 142,857 times 7 equals 999,999. 9 plus 9 plus 9 plus 9 plus 9 plus 9 equals 54, quad 5 plus 4 equals 9. The sequence uses 6 for 163rd and 9 for 1/7, like two different melodies in the same song. It's as if Mathani is singing about repetition in numbers and prayers. A Quranic number game, letters and values. Here's where the puzzle gets even cooler. In Arabic, letters have number values, like a secret code. Let's try it with Mathani. Emthni, M, Meme, equal sign 40 Thay, equal sign 500 Aleph, equal sign 1, N, Noon, equal sign 50 Ya, equal sign 10 total. 40 plus 500 plus 1 plus 50 plus 10 equals 601. Digital root, 6 plus 0 plus 1 equals 7. The word Mathani equals 7, matching Sabin, 7 in the verse. Now try Sabin, SB, S scene, equal sign 60B, Bay, equal sign 2, Ain, equal sign 70 total. 60 plus 2 plus 70 equals 132. Digital root, 1 plus 3 plus 2 equals 6. The digital roots, 7 for Mathani and 6 for Sabin, tie right back to our sequence's numbers. It's like the Quran and the math are winking at each other. Why 7s and 777777? A touch of magic. The number 7 is everywhere in this puzzle, and it's no accident. In Islam, 7 is special. 7 heavens, 7 verses in Al-Fatiha, even 7 gates of paradise. The 777777 in our sequence, with 6 7s, feels like a shout-out to this sacred number, almost like it's saying, look at how perfect this pattern is. The sequence starts with 163rd, moves through 15873 and 7s, and lands on 777777, like a journey from a tiny fraction to a grand repeating cycle. Could 777777 be a symbol? In many cultures, triple numbers, like 777, mean luck or perfection. In the Quran, repetition is powerful. Think of reciting Al-Fatiha over and over. The sequence's loop back to Mathani feels like that prayer, circling back to its start, tying it all together, a puzzle of repetition. So, what's the big picture? This sequence is like a game where numbers and the Quran play together. Here's one way to see it. 163rd Mathani. The fractions repeating digits, 0, 1, 5, 8, 7, 3, are like the repetition of Al-Fatiha's verses. Ayat Mathani, points to Surah 15:87, where Mathani means something that repeats like a prayer or a decimal. Word 3 = 7, Mathani. The word 7 hints that Mathani is tied to 7, maybe as a simple unit, 1, or a bigger pattern. 15873x7x7 = 777777. This math trick turns 1/63rd number into a string of 7s, like a numerical prayer. 777777 = Mathani. The sequence loops back, saying Mathani is the whole pattern or the number itself, full of repetition. The digital root of 6 ties 1/63rd, 15873 and 777777 together, while 7 connects to the Quran's verse. It's like solving a crossword where every clue fits into a beautiful picture. Why this puzzle is awesome. This Mathani mystery isn't just about crunching numbers, it's about seeing the world in a new way. The sequence shows how math can feel like magic, with repeating decimals and strings of 7s that make you go, wow. It also connects to the Quran, where repetition in prayer is a way to feel closer to the divine. Whether you love numbers, faith, or just a good puzzle, this sequence is a reminder that the universe is full of patterns waiting to be discovered. Try it yourself. Want to play with this puzzle? Here are some fun challenges. Calculate 1/63rd. Use a calculator to see the repeating 0 15873. Can you spot the loop? Find digital roots. Add the digits of 15873 or 777777 until you get a single number. Do you get 6? Explore Al-Fatiha. Read the 7 verses of Surah Al-Fatiha. Can you see why they're called oft repeated? Look for 7s. Count how many times 7 appears in the sequence or in your favorite book. Is it a lucky number? Wrapping up, keep puzzling. The Mathani sequence is like a gift that keeps on giving. From the looping digits of 1/63rd to the dazzling 777777, it's a puzzle that blends math and meaning. It reminds us that numbers can tell stories just like the Quran's verses. So next time you see a fraction or hear Al-Fatiha, think of Mathani and smile. You're part of a grand, repeating mystery. Got a favorite number puzzle or Quranic verse? Drop it in the comments and let's keep the fun going. Blog post, The Mystical Mathani, a deep dive into numbers and Quran and Surah. 15:87. Imagine stumbling upon a sequence that feels like a cosmic code, weaving numbers and sacred words into a tapestry of mystery. The sequence 1/63rd Mathani = Ayat Mathani = Surah 15 Ayat 87 Word 3 = 7 Mathani = 15873x7x7 Mathani = 777777 = Mathani is just that, a puzzle that bridges mathematics and the spiritual depth of the Quran. Rooted in Surah Al-Hijr 15:87, this enigmatic string invites us to explore the term Mathani, a word that resonates with repetition, pairing, and divine harmony. Is Mathani a number, a repeating decimal, or a symbol of something greater? Join me on a journey to unravel this sequence, blending the precision of math with the wonder of faith, as we uncover patterns that dance between the earthly and the divine. The Quranic heart, understanding Mathani, in Surah 15:87. Our exploration begins with the heart of the sequence, Surah Al-Hijr 15:87. A verse that reads, "And we have certainly given you, O Muhammad, 7 of the often repeated Mathani and the Great Quran." In Arabic, the phrase is "Walakad atainaka saban min al-Mathani wa al-Qurana al-Azama." The term Mathani, the plural of mathna, meaning pairs or repetitions, is the 5th word, while the 3rd word, saba'an, 7, sets the numerical tone. Traditionally, scholars interpret 7 of the Mathani as referring to Surah Al-Fatiha, the 7-verse opening chapter of the Quran, recited in every Muslim prayer. Its verses are oft repeated, embodying the essence of Mathani. But could Mathani hold a deeper numerical significance? Some scholars, like Dr. Shehzad Salim, propose that Mathani refers to 7 paired groups of Quranic surahs, organized by themes or structure. Others, like Rashad Khalifa, suggest a mathematical interpretation, linking Mathani to the Quran's numerical code based on the number 19, with 14 initial letters, 7 pairs across 29 surahs. Our sequence, with its focus on fractions, 1/63rd, numbers, 15873, 777777, and the number 7, hints that Mathani might also represent a mathematical pattern, such as the repeating decimals of 1/7, 0.142857, or 1/63rd, 0.015873. Let's dive into the sequence, treating each equality as a stepping stone to discovery. Step by step, Decoding the Mathani sequence. The sequence is a chain of equalities. 1/63 Mathani equal sign, Ayat Mathani equal sign, Surah 15 Ayat 87 word 3 equal sign 7 Mathani equal sign 15873 x7 x7 Mathani equal sign 777777 equal sign Mathani. Let's break it down, embracing each step as a piece of a larger puzzle with enthusiasm for the patterns we'll uncover. 1. 1/63. Mathani, the rhythm of repetition. The sequence opens with 1/63 Mathani. The fraction 1/63 equals 0.0158730158873, where the block 0.15873 repeats every 6 digits. This mirrors the repeating decimal of 1/7, 0.142857, which we explored in earlier discussions, where 142,857 times 7 equals 999,999. The similarity suggests that Mathani, meaning repetition, could represent the repeating block 0.15873, or the fraction 1/63 itself. In the Quranic context, Ayat Mathani, verses of repetition, links to Al-Fatiha's 7 verses, hinting that 1/63 symbolizes a cycle tied to divine repetition. To understand this, let's compute 1/63's decimal, 163.0, 0.15873 631 HD. 0.15873. The repeating block 0.15873 has 6 digits like 1/7, 142857. If we remove the leading 0 for mathematical purposes, 15873 becomes a key number which appears later in the sequence. The digital root of 15873, 1 plus 5 plus 8 plus 7 plus 3 24, 2 plus 4 6, 1 plus 5 plus 8 plus 7 plus 3 equals sign 24, 2 plus 4 equals 6. This digital root of 6 will recur, suggesting a pattern that ties the sequence together. 1. Ayat Mathani and Surah 15:87. The equality, 1/63 Mathani equal sign, Ayat Mathani connects the fraction to the Quranic term. Surah 15:87's Saban min al-Mathani emphasizes 7 and repetition. The sequence specifies word 3, which is Saban, 7, though Mathani, word 5, is the conceptual anchor. This suggests Mathani embodies the idea of repetition, possibly as the repeating decimal 0.15873, or a symbolic unit tied to 7. Could 1/63 relate to Al-Fatiha? Al-Fatiha has 7 verses, 29 words, and 139 letters in the Uthmani script. Dividing 139 by 63 yields 13963, 2.206, 600 to 206. This doesn't directly yield 1/63, but the focus on 63 may symbolize a mathematical reflection of the Quran's structure. Let's hold this thought and move forward. 1. Word 3 equal sign 7. Mathani. The sequence equates Surah 15 Ayat 87 word 3 equal sign 7 Mathani. Since Saban means 7, this suggests 7 Mathani 7 7 Mathani equal sign 7 1 Mathani equal sign 1. This is a simple interpretation, but let's test if Mathani is 15873 or 0.15873. 7x 15873111117 times 15,873 equals 111,111. 7x 0.15873111111 as a decimal block, 7x 0.158731111 as a decimal block. Neither yields 7 directly, so Mathani equal sign 1 fits here. However, the connection to 1/7 142857 from your previous query suggests Mathani might also represent a repeating block. Let's explore further. 1. 7 Mathani equal sign 15873x7x7 Mathani now. 7 Mathani equal sign 15873x7x7 Mathani. Calculate. 15873x7111111 15,873 times 7 equals 111,111 x 7777777 111,111 times 7 equals 777,777. If Mathani equals sign 1, 7x 1777777 times 1 equals 777,777. This is false, as 777777 If Mathani equals sign 15873, 7x15873111117 times 15,873 equals 111,111 15873x7x1587377777777x15873 1587 7 saying 7x1587 and 873. This produces a much larger number, so let's try Mathani as 1/63 repeating block or a symbolic unit. The result 777777 is striking, with 6-7s evoking completeness, like the 7 verses of Al-Fatiha. 1. 15873x7x7, Mathani equal sign 777777. This equality holds with Mathani equal sign 1, as shown above. The number 777777 feels symbolic, resonating with the Quranic emphasis on 7 heavens, 7 verses. Its digital root, 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7 42, 4 plus 2 6 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7 equal sign 42, 4 plus 2 equals 6. The digital root of 6 links back to 15873 and 1/63, creating a cohesive thread. 1. 777777 equal sign Mathani. The sequence concludes with 777777 equal sign Mathani, suggesting Mathani might be 777777 itself or the entire pattern. This circular return, where Mathani encompasses the result, mirrors the Quranic theme of repetition, as if the sequence loops back to its spiritual origin. The magic of digital roots, a unifying thread. The sequence's jumps, for example from 1/63 to 15873, suggest a pattern beyond standard arithmetic. Digital roots, summing a number's digits to a single digit, offer clarity. 1/63, repeating block 0 15873, digital root, 0 plus 1 plus 5 plus 8 plus 7 plus 3 24 0 plus 1 plus 5 plus 8 plus 7 plus 3, equals sign 24, 2 plus 4 6 2 plus 4 equals 6. 15873. 1 plus 5 plus 8 plus 7 plus 3 24, 1 plus 5 plus 8 plus 7 plus 3, equals sign 24, 2 plus 4 6 2 plus 4 equals 6, 1 1 1 1 1 1, 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 6 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 equals sign 6, 7 7 7 7 7 7, 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7 42 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7 equals sign 42, 4 plus 2 6 4 plus 2 equals 6. The consistent digital root of 6 unifies the sequence, contrasting with 1/7 142,857 times 7 equals 999,999, which has a digital root of 9, 9 plus 9 plus 9 plus 9 plus 9 plus 954 9 plus 9 plus 9 plus 9 plus 9 plus 9 equal, sign 54, 5 plus 4 9 5 plus 4 equals 9. This duality, 6 for 1/63, 9 for 1/7, may reflect different aspects of Mathani, such as the 7 verses versus paired surahs. Gematria, the numerical soul of Mathani. In Islamic tradition, the Abjad system assigns numerical values to Arabic letters. Let's calculate Mathani, Enthni, M, Meme, equal sign 43, Tha, equal sign 500, Aleph, equal sign 1, N, Noon, equal sign 50, Y, Ya, equal sign 10 total, 40 plus 500 plus 1 plus 50 plus 10 601 40 plus 500 plus 1 plus 50 plus 10 equal sign 601 digital root, 6 plus 0 plus 176 plus 0 plus 1 equal sign 7. The digital root of 7 aligns with Saban, and the sequence's focus on 7s, 777777 for Saban, SBE, S, Sin, equal sign 60B, Ba, equal sign 2, Ayin, equal sign 70 total, 60 plus 2 plus 70 132 60 plus 2 plus 70 equals sign 132 digital root, 1 plus 3 plus 2 6 1 plus 3 plus 2 equals sign 6. Remarkably, both Mathani, 7, and Saban, 6, connect to the sequence's digital roots, reinforcing the Quranic link. Cyclic patterns, the dance of 1/7 and 1/63. The sequence echoes the cyclic nature of 1/7, where multiples produce permutations of 142857 170, 142857 71, 80, 142857 270, 2857 1472 80, 285714, etc. For 163rd, the repeating block 015873 behaves similarly. The sequence's use of 15873 and 777777 suggests a parallel cycle, where 77777771111117 says 7 H11111111715873 7111111A15873. This mirrors 1/7 142,857 times 7 equals 999,999, highlighting a pattern of transformation and return. Spiritual reflections, the significance of 7. The number 7 is a cornerstone of Islamic cosmology: 7 heavens, 7 verses of Al-Fatiha, 7 gates of paradise. The sequence is 777777 with 6/7s feels like a crescendo, symbolizing near perfection that points to the divine 7. The connection to 163rd may reflect the Quran's 114 surahs, a multiple of 6, while 1/7 ties to Al-Fatiha's 7 verses. The interplay of 6 and 7 in digital roots mirrors the balance of creation and divinity. A broader context: Quranic numerology. Some researchers, like Rashad Khalifa, propose that the Quran's structure is mathematically precise, with counts of verses, words, and letters aligning with 19 or 7. While controversial, this perspective inspires our exploration. Al-Fatiha's 7 verses, 29 words, and 139 letters don't directly yield 63 or 15873, but the sequence's focus on cycles suggests a broader numerical code where Mathani represents paired or repeated structures. Why this matters: a celebration of unity. This sequence is more than a mathematical exercise, it's a bridge between the tangible and the divine. The repeating decimals of 163rd and 1/7 mirror the repetitive recitation of Al-Fatiha, while 777777 evokes the sacredness of 7. The digital root of 6 ties the numbers together, suggesting a hidden order. Whether you're a math enthusiast or a spiritual seeker, this sequence invites you to pause and marvel at the universe's interconnectedness. Conclusion: an invitation to wonder. The Mathani sequence, rooted in Surah 1587, is a journey through numbers and faith. From 163rd's repeating 015873 to the majestic 777777, it celebrates the Quranic theme of Mathani, repetition and pairing. Digital roots, gematria, and cyclic patterns weave a tapestry of meaning, reminding us that mathematics can reflect divine beauty. So, the next time you recite Al-Fatiha or ponder a fraction, let the Mathani inspire you to see the world anew. What patterns have you found in the Quran or numbers? Share your thoughts below and let's keep exploring the magic of Mathani. Notes for Blogspot formatting. Title: The Mystical Mathani, a deep dive into numbers and Quran in Surah 15, 87 inches. Tags: Quran, Mathani, Surah Al-Hijr, numerology, digital roots, Islamic mathematics, Al-Fatiha images, include calligraphy of Surah 15, 87, a visual of 163rd's decimal cycle, or the number 777777 in bold, word count, approximately 2,500 words achieved by expanding sections with examples, reflections, and Quranic context. SEO, keywords like Quranic numerology, Mathani Quran, Surah 15, 87 meaning Islamic mathematics. Call to action, ends with a question to engage readers. Final answer: the revised Blogspot post, now approximately 2,500 words, removes the date and deeply explores the sequence's connection to Surah 15, 87 with 163rd repeating decimal, 015873, 15873x, 7x, 7777777, 15873x, 7777777, and digital roots 6, unifying the pattern. The number 7 and gematria, Mathani = 601, digital root 7, reflect Quranic repetition, presented in an engaging, positive narrative. Have you ever noticed hidden patterns in the world, like secret codes in numbers and words? Sometimes what seems ordinary hides a deeper meaning, waiting for us to discover it. Patterns are everywhere, from the way leaves grow to the way stars are arranged in the sky. The Quran, a book of guidance, is full of beautiful words and stories. Its verses comfort, inspire, and challenge us, offering wisdom for every generation. But what if it also contains a mathematical puzzle? Imagine a hidden layer, a secret code woven into the very fabric of its words. Today we're opening a divine puzzle box centered on a single powerful verse and a mysterious word, Mathani. This word is like a key, unlocking a new way to look at the Quran. This word leads us on a journey where faith and mathematics intertwine, showing us that logic and belief can walk hand in hand. The mystery begins in Surah Al-Hijr, verse 87. And we have certainly given you 7 of the often repeated verses, and the great Quran. This verse hints at something special, something to be explored. The phrase 7 of the Mathani is our key. It's a clue, inviting us to look closer. Scholars agree this refers to Al-Fatiha, the opening chapter, repeated in every prayer. Its 7 verses are recited countless times each day by millions. But Mathani holds a deeper numerical secret. It's not just about repetition, it's about numbers, patterns, and meaning. Imagine a treasure map where the clues are simple math problems. Each step brings you closer to understanding a hidden truth. The Mathani puzzle invites curiosity, not expertise. Anyone can join this journey, no matter their age or background. We'll explore how a simple fraction, 1 divided by 63, leads to an astonishing result, with the number 7 as our guide. This fraction opens a door to a world of repeating patterns and hidden connections. This journey is about appreciating the intricate design hidden in plain sight. We'll use media, hand drawing, repeating decimals and multiplication tables on paper, overhead shot of mathematical patterns next to open Quran, repeating decimals, multiplication, and a trick called the digital root. These simple tools will help us unlock the puzzle's secrets. Along the way, we'll connect these ideas to Quranic themes of media, paired objects like prayer beads and open Quran beside each other, repeating Quranic verse written multiple times, repetition, pairs, and the significance of 7. This number appears again and again, both in the Quran and in the world around us, hinting at a deeper order. By the end, you'll see the Mathani puzzle and the world with new eyes. You'll discover how faith, numbers, and curiosity can come together to reveal something truly extraordinary. To solve our puzzle, we must understand Mathani. Mathani comes from the Arabic root meaning to double or repeat. In the Quran, it refers to verses recited repeatedly for emphasis and rhythm, especially Al-Fatiha, the 7-verse chapter recited daily. The number 7 is central, directly tied to repetition. But Mathani also hints at pairs, opposites like light and darkness, belief and disbelief. So as we approach the puzzle, remember repetition, the number 7, and the idea of pairs. These aren't just spiritual ideas, they're clues for our mathematical journey. The puzzle reflects the meaning of Mathani, expressed in numbers. It's as if the verse itself is giving us the method to unlock its secret. Every puzzle needs a key. Sometimes the key is hidden in plain sight, waiting for us to notice its significance. Ours is the fraction 1 divided by 63. At first glance it seems simple, but there's a deeper story behind these numbers. Why 63? It's the age of the Prophet Muhammad, a number full of meaning, woven into the fabric of Islamic history and tradition. When you divide 1 by 63, you get a repeating decimal, 0.0158730158873. The pattern goes on forever, never breaking. The repeating block is 015873, a 6-digit sequence that cycles endlessly, like a hidden rhythm in the world of numbers. This is our first pattern, an infinite repetition, echoing the meaning of Mathani, which refers to things that are repeated or paired. Let's focus on the core sequence, 15873. It stands out, almost like a signature left by the numbers themselves. It looks random, but it's the secret code hidden in the fraction, a message waiting to be decoded by those who look closely. By dividing, we reveal this number, our raw material for the next step, a foundation for the puzzle we're about to solve. So far, we started with 63, created a fraction, and found a repeating decimal. Each step uncovers a new layer of meaning. The 6-digit block, 15873, is our key. It's more than just numbers, it's a clue, a doorway to the next stage. The verse about Mathani centers on the number 7, a number with deep spiritual and mathematical significance. The next step will use this number, connecting our sequence to a greater pattern. The puzzle connects the Prophet's life, the Quran's repetition, and the divine significance of 7, weaving them into a single narrative. We're following a map where every number has meaning and every step brings us closer to understanding the bigger picture. Now let's see what happens when we bring 7 into the equation. The anticipation builds as we prepare for the next reveal. The journey is about to get even more surprising. Simple math, profound results. Sometimes the most ordinary calculations hide the most extraordinary secrets. The puzzle is guiding us step by step. Let's continue and see where these numbers will lead us next. With our special number, 15873, it's time for the next step. The verse says 7 of the Mathani, so we multiply by 7. 15873 times 7 equals 111111. Suddenly the random digits become a perfect line of ones. It's mathematical elegance. Chaos turns to order. The number 1 symbolizes unity, echoing the oneness of God in Islam. The puzzle takes a number from the Prophet's life, multiplies by 7, and reveals unity. But Mathani means repetition, so what if we repeat the process? The puzzle hints at another layer. We've unlocked the first level. Now let's see what happens when we multiply by 7 again. Repetition is at the heart of this mystery. Let's follow where it leads. Now, we reach the grand finale of our mathematical journey, a moment that ties together everything we've explored so far. We take the number 111111 and multiply it by 7 once more. The result is a striking number, 777777. We began with a seemingly random, jumbled number, and through just 2 simple multiplications we arrived at a flawless string of 7s, an outcome that feels almost magical in its simplicity. The verse's phrase, 7 of the Mathani, transforms into the answer itself, as if the text was pointing us toward this hidden pattern all along. The number 7 is sacred in Islam and many other cultures. 7 heavens, 7 days of the week, 7 circuits around the Kaaba during pilgrimage, and so much more. The puzzle's final number, 777777, is a celebration of this deep significance, a tribute to the recurring power of 7. Let's quickly recap. 1 divided by 63 gives us 0.015873, or 15873, when written as a whole number. Multiply that by 7, and you get 111111. Multiply by 7 again, and you reach the remarkable 777777. Each step is logical, straightforward, and beautifully tied to the Quranic verse, revealing a hidden structure. The puzzle and its solution mirror each other, a dance of numbers and meaning. Simple patterns, yet profound results that invite deeper reflection. The journey through these numbers is as beautiful and meaningful as the destination itself. The number 7 shines brightly at every step, guiding us through the puzzle. The Mathani puzzle stands as a testament to the elegance and wonder of hidden mathematical order, and yet, even now, there's still more to discover beneath the surface, more secrets waiting to be revealed. There's another layer, a trick called the digital root. Add the digits of a number until you get a single digit. Let's try it. 1 plus 5 plus 8 plus 7 plus 3 equals sign 24, 2 plus 4 equals 6. The digital root of 15873 is 6. Our number came from 1 over 63, 6 and 3. Now, 111111, 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 equals sign 6. The digital root stays the same. Even as the number transforms, its essence remains. Finally, 777777, 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7 equals sign 42, 4 plus 2 equals 6. Again, the digital root is 6. Through every transformation, the digital root is constant. It's a hidden signature tying the puzzle together. The number 63, 6 plus 3 equals 9, is a multiple of 3, just as 6 is. This thread of consistency adds depth to the pattern. Even as the numbers change, something essential endures. The digital root is a quiet reminder of the puzzle's origin. Patterns within patterns, order beneath the surface. The Mathani puzzle is full of these subtle connections. Let's go deeper, into the world of letters and numbers. In Arabic, each letter has a numerical value, a system called abjad numerals. The word Mathani is spelled with mim, 40, tha, 500, alif, 1, nun, 50, and ya, 10. Add them, 40 plus 500 plus 1 plus 50 plus 10 equals sign 601. Find the digital root, 6 plus 0 plus 1 equals sign 7. The digital root of Mathani is 7, the very number at the heart of our puzzle. The words sound, meaning, and hidden value all point to 7. Mathani also means pairs from its root. The digital root of our calculations was always 6, a perfect number connected to creation. The puzzle is built on the interplay of 7 and 6, a beautiful pair echoing the meaning of Mathani. Let's reflect on what this all means. The Mathani puzzle mirrors the Quran's themes, repetition and pairs. The calculation repeats multiplication by 7, The decimal repeats infinitely. The final answer repeats a single digit. The puzzle's structure is a microcosm of the Quran's literary style. Pairing is everywhere, 2 multiplications, 2 ordered results, and the interplay of 6 and 7. The number 7 is the star, sacred, complete, and central to the tradition. The puzzle turns chaos into order, just as faith brings clarity. It's a metaphor for the journey from confusion to understanding. Sometimes the simplest actions, like repeating a prayer or multiplying by 7, reveal the deepest truths. The Mathani puzzle is a celebration of hidden order and meaning. What's the point of a puzzle like this? For some, it's proof of the divine. For others, a beautiful coincidence. The real value is in the joy of discovery. The Mathani puzzle makes math and faith playful and accessible. It sparks curiosity and invites everyone to become a pattern seeker. Math and faith can enrich each other, building a bridge between logic and wonder. So, keep exploring. Pick up a calculator, look for patterns, and play with numbers that matter to you. You may not find a mystery as elegant as the Mathani puzzle, but you'll experience the thrill of the hunt. The universe is full of puzzles, and the greatest joy is in searching. The journey itself is beautiful and worthwhile. Keep looking for hidden patterns. Happy hunting.